The Five Love Languages, a concept introduced by Dr. Gary Chapman, outlines the unique ways individuals express and perceive love. These languages provide insight into how we communicate love and how we prefer to receive it. While many argue that this is a shallow approach to improving relationships, we believe that this approach is better than no approach at all. This is because it gets us starting to think about and listen to our spouse's wants and needs instead of assuming that we already know what those are. So, why does understanding love languages matter? Just as different cultures have distinct languages, understanding love languages improves our communication in relationships. It helps us express our feelings in a way that truly resonates with our partner. Have you ever felt like you were expressing love, but it wasn't being received and it wasn't being returned? Understanding love languages helps us bridge that gap. We are all unique and each person feels loved in a different way. By recognizing and appreciating the unique love language, each other's unique love language of that of ourselves as well as our partners, we can strategically choose how to express our love to make it more meaningful and impactful to our spouse. So in other words, by knowing our spouse's love language and choosing to speak it, we can stop wasting time doing a bunch of stuff we hope makes them feel good and instead focus on the things that actually do. So let's discuss each of the five love languages. First, words of affirmation. Words of affirmation involve expressing love through verbal communication. It's about using kind, encouraging, and appreciative words to uplift your partner. You could verbally validate your spouse's hard work, express gratitude for something specific, or praise your partner's strengths and efforts. These are all great ways to speak the love language of words of affirmation. And some examples would be things like saying, "You are such an amazing person," or "I can see how hard you work," or "Thank you for doing the dishes, and I feel so lucky to be with you." Acts of service. Now, acts of service revolve around doing things for your partner to demonstrate your love. It's about taking action to make their life easier or more enjoyable. This could involve doing household chores, running errands, or assisting with different tasks. Actions truly speak louder than words in this love language. For instance, cooking a meal, helping with laundry, taking care of responsibilities that your partner finds challenging. These are all acts of service and they communicate love through actions. Someone whose love language is acts of service might value getting their yard work done or the house cleaned or their taxes filed more meaningful than a date night. So listen to what your partner is asking for. Receiving gifts. Receiving gifts as a love language involves expressing affection through thoughtful and meaningful presents. It's not about the monetary value, but the sentiment behind the gift. A well thought out gift shows your partner that you know and understand their preferences. Examples include surprising them with a favorite book, a small token that holds sentimental value, or a carefully chosen item that aligns with your partner's hobbies or interests. Again, it's not necessarily the price tag involved, but the thought behind what the gift represents. Quality time. Now, quality time centers on spending meaningful and undivided attention with your partner. It's about creating shared experiences and building a connection through time spent together. Some examples could include having a deep, meaningful conversation over dinner, going for a walk, holding hands, or dedicating an evening to shared activity that you both like. The key is to be fully present and engaged during this time, which creates a deeper emotional connection. Something to keep in mind is that if your spouse's love language is quality time, they could feel disregarded or even neglected if you're on your phone during the time together because they won't feel your undivided attention. Physical touch. Physical touch is the love language that involves expressing affection through physical gestures. It encompasses a range of actions from hugs and kisses to more intimate forms of touch. Examples include holding hands, embracing after a long day, giving a comforting touch on the shoulders, or expressing love through intimate moments. Physical touch communicates warmth, closeness, and the sense of security, and it's worth mentioning that a little goes a long way. And as mentioned in our Shift Summit, a 30-second hug has the ability to completely impact the conversation, connection, and the outcome of a discussion. Understanding and appreciating These diverse ways of expressing and receiving love can significantly enhance the dynamics of the relationship. People often have a primary and a secondary love language, but a combination of these languages may contribute to a more well-rounded and fulfilling connection. Recognizing and actively incorporating your partner's love language into your interactions can strengthen your bond with each other, and contribute to a healthier and happier relationship. Figuring out your love language is like unlocking this secret door to deep connection. One effective way to uncover your primary and secondary love language is by using the Love Languages Assessment, which is a tool developed by Dr. Gary Chapman. Now, this assessment consists of a series of questions designed to help you recognize the ways you most naturally express and receive love. During the assessment, pay attention to the patterns that emerge and reflect on the scenarios that resonate with you most. Understanding the aspect of yourself. Understanding this aspect of yourself and your partner lays the groundwork for more intentional conversations and actions, creating a more fulfilling and connected relationship. Now, here are some examples of how you could use the 5 love languages in everyday scenarios. Recognizing that your spouse appreciates words of affirmation, a simple, "That's awesome," or "I appreciate how hard you work," can transform the atmosphere in your home. Knowing that quality time is your spouse's love language might inspire you to schedule a regular date night or take a spontaneous walk together outside. A partner who values acts of service might find a surprise gesture like completing a chore or cooking their favorite meal a profoundly meaningful expression of love. Surprising your spouse with their favorite chocolate bar or writing them a love note could rekindle a spark that's already been out for a while. And Lord knows a genuine embrace has the ability to soothe stress and wipe away pain. It's this versatility that makes understanding love languages a game changer. From family dynamics to professional relationships, the ability to tailor our expressions of love to match the preferences of those we care about gives us a chance to connect deeply, as we are now communicating in the languages that we can both understand. Now, as we wrap things up, I want to stress the importance of understanding that we are all unique and that we all have different love languages. So we must take the time to listen to our spouses as well as understand and express ourselves. Whether it's simple thank yous or a helping hand, a thoughtful gift, a planned date night, or a warm embrace, let's apply the love languages in our daily interactions. Remember, the beauty lies in the diversity of these languages, and by embracing them, we open doors to deeper connections, genuine understanding, and a world filled with love. If you'd like some more information about the 5 love languages, what some more examples are, or even the quiz that you can take in order to find out what yours is, click below. And if your relationship is struggling and you want a resource to really help move that relationship from traumatic or struggling into a place of whole and thriving and happy, take a look at our program called Speak Love.